Alright, so I'm back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you exactly how to find and reach out to government contractors using Panda Match. Okay, so if you're a B2B company, you're targeting the federal contracting space, this video is going to be a game changer for your prospecting strategy. Right, so this isn't just a theory. I'll show you the exact process we use to generate 22 qualified leads from just reaching out to 1,000 prospects. Right? And this was pretty much the first campaign that we launched for them. Obviously, the offer was good as well, but finding government contractors is not as straightforward as you're just going to Apollo and just typing government contractors. I mean, it could probably work, but it's not that accurate. And so I'll help you find companies that you won't be able to find inside. If you just search on Apollo or LinkedIn or anything like that, right? So today I'll be covering that, how to use Panda Match to find these lookalike companies, writing personalized email copy using Clay with AI that actually sound human, and also doing the data enrichment and scoring essentially. Right. So first, let's go to Panda Match. So basically, what you can do here is either use one of the case studies as to search for lookalikes, or maybe you have another company in mind that you want and you want to reach out to similar companies. So that's what I did here. And this Atenex, they are IT services firm, IT firm, I guess. They're the government contracting space. So you just go to, they'll usually have a tab called contract vehicles, something like that. And usually to be mentioned, they'll be operating. The federal or government will be in the keyword list, and even prime contractor, contracts, contract vehicles, all of this usually will be in the list, in the website, mentioned in the website. So that's what you can use. So basically, you can just go to Panda Match, just Panda Match is how Panda Match looks. So here is where you input the domain that you want to get the lookalikes for. So Atenex, and in the exact search, you can give the keyword that you want, which should be should have been mentioned in the website. So basically this will output all the companies that are similar to Atenex and also have federal, government, or whatever word you give, whatever keyword that you give, present, mentioned in the website. Right. So that's what I did here. Federal, prime contract, contract vehicles, government may be a bit of a stretch, but you can. So there's another filter called minimum similarity. The similarity filters, that's all something you can use. So I'm just giving federal here. Company location, USA. Footprint score is basically the size of the company. So Panda Match does not have the employee size filter. They have footprint score filter. So if the score is close to 1, then it means a smaller company. If it's close to 800, then it means it's a pretty large company. Okay? So in this case, I think I gave 50 to 400. So you can just play around with it to see what type of companies you get. So and check the size of these companies as well based on the footprint score here. Right. So basically, this is what I did. So let's say I'm gonna change this. It's a prime contract or it's a contract vehicles. Contract vehicles. I'm gonna query that. And as you can see, this is going to be extremely specific, targeted. So saying under 7.3K records. I'm not sure if this is accurate, so don't mind that. But as you can see, let's take one for example. Go to this company, OSC Edge IT Solutions, Financial Security. Obviously, they are they got contracting space. As you can see, certifications, contract vehicles. I mean, it's obvious, right? They are in the government contracting space. Let's take another one. So this was the footprint score is 311. So that's pretty big, I would assume. Let's take a smaller one. Proceed. Yeah, this is obviously space. Let's take Macro Solutions. This one is government, about contract vehicles. Yeah, right. So so this is how Panda Match works basically, and how you can use it to find lookalikes. Oh, actually, there's one more thing that I want to show you. So after this, you either have to export it as CSV or you can push to Clay via webhook. So you can save your search first. So here there's a minimum similarity filter. So I usually give 80 and above, 80, 82 and above, and then just name it. and choose the number of records that you want to export. They have a limit as well, depends on the plan. But after that, once you save the search, then you can go to the saved search and export it. You can download a CSV or send leads to Clay or even find leads in Apollo, right? So if you click on find leads in Apollo, you have to save the search. I'm not saving the search now, don't want to waste credits. But yeah, so this is how you do it. So you probably need to play around with it a little bit before you get the hang of it, before you get the right filters. So yeah, that's just a quick disclaimer. But yeah, now we can go to Clay. So let me zoom in a bit. Right. So also in Panda Match, don't just rely on one search. You can use multiple searches. So one keyword probably you gave is contract vehicles. The other one's probably GSA or OSs, something like that. Yeah. Next, what I did here is after I imported the companies to Clay using webhook. Basically, this is all of the data that you will get: name, score, phone number, status, address, description. That's good. LinkedIn URL as well of company, and yeah. So I'm using Apollo's API, Apollo's integration inside Clay to find out the number of employees and also maybe some other information as well. It's pretty much free if you have a subscription, but the only downside with Apollo's API is you have an API. There's an API limit which is extremely bad. I think 600 per hour, 600 rows per hour, requests per hour. That's pretty much it. So, but it's free, so I'm not complaining. And the list is not that big, so I just went ahead and did that. Find the number of employees, and after this, what I'm doing is I'll be finding people, contacts inside these companies. So that's also free, actually, in Circular, which is great. So you can just go to find people at these companies, and you can give the job titles here, the location, and all the other filters, right? So I did this twice actually. So one is for all the prospects that I want to reach out to who have been hired in the last 90 days, right? So those are recent hires. So that's where, so you can give that here, the experience. So maximum months of controls, you can just give it as 3 months, that's 90 days. And that should give you all the contacts who have been recently hired, right? So that's this table basically, and gives the profile of the person as well. So let me tell you what I'm doing with this. So after that, what I did was I again did the same. I applied the same filters except for the experience, and I created another table. So this table will also have the recent hires. So here, what I'm doing is using a lookup. What's this called? Lookup to the table, I guess. That's the enrichment, I forgot. But that's the enrichment. So it checks whether that contact is present in this table or not. So that's just for me to personalize the email based on that criteria, right? So I don't want to create like 2 different campaigns because this has like 48 people and I can just use it here. So that's what I did in this for this use case, specifically for this campaign specifically. I usually run different campaigns, but in this case, I wanted to try it out with in just one campaign, right? Because it's all AI generated copy as well. So the whole copy is AI generated, and you can just feed in the context and it'll change the output based on that. And yeah, this was a simple fix also. This wasn't even part of the AI prompt that I gave. So I'll tell you that. I'll tell you more about that soon. But yeah, so basically, once I found out all the contacts that I want to reach out to, this is because I think this is everyone else. So the main contacts that's in our ICP are anyone with proposal in their name. So proposal, contract, or sometimes even business development in smaller companies, right? And also the CEOs, founders, owners, managing partners, in all these cases, if it's a smaller company, right? And yeah, and CEOs in many cases actually. So we ran 2 campaigns, which was one campaign is to the proposal team and the capture team, And actually, we had 3 campaigns, I think. 3 campaigns. Actually, yeah, 2 campaigns. Proposal capture is just 1 campaign, and everyone else is just another campaign. Right? This is just the first campaign that we launched, right? So, yeah. So this is the second one, and yeah, we're using basically finding out all the emails using Lead Magic and Prospeo, I think. It's a waterfall enrichment, so I can probably that. Yeah. So find out the work email using the contact selected file, finding the waterfall. So first runs through Lead Magic, then Prospeo, then validates all the emails, and then just keeps all the emails here. Right. So right, I'm just gonna do this. Hold it up. Okay. Fine. Okay. Then I thought that will hide all the columns together, but since they're like together, since they're just part of one, enrichment. But whatever. So the final emails got that, and I'm also checking for the Google for the email host because we're not reaching out to Outlook at the moment for these guys. We're reaching. We actually launched one campaign initially to Outlook. It didn't work out, so this is the campaign that we launched to Google and everyone else. So yeah, we're not reaching out to Outlook. Because we have another fix that's coming. So yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Outlook is definitely annoying. Definitely very hard to land in right now, but yeah. So then we're also checking if any of the contacts belong to our TNC list as well. Again, using the lookup function. So I have another table where I've imported all the TNCs, and then this just goes and checks whether if any TNC is present, because we don't want to be pursuing the same opportunities as the company, the sales team, right? So that's what we're doing here, and then basically it's going out normalizing the company name using AI to make sure it sounds human with the copy. Doesn't have like Dynamic Systems LLC, or like when we reach out, shouldn't be in a SAR that your company Dynamic Systems LLC. I'm just giving you an example, right? This is it's automated. That's one. So we're not normalizing all the names here, and for the company analysis, so I have a specific prompt that I use to get a ton of information on the company, basically. So this prompt gives us all of the details it's required to make the copy as specific as possible, and when it's generated by AI. So as you can see, it's pretty comprehensive. Yeah. So then what I'm doing is, if this is for the follow-up email, I think. But for the first email, this is how the format looks like. Let me show this here. Okay, so not sure if you're experiencing challenges scaling proposal operations to meet increasing government contract opportunities. Are you considering automating this versus expanding your proposal team to handle more RFPs? Right. That's like the book-to-back question. We're asking them, we're giving them options, and we're asking them whether they're looking to do this or that. And a similar federal consulting firm found an effective approach to the scaling. So I change this using the formula actually to a case study that we have, which has a tangible outcome. In this case, they've increased win rates and all that, right? So this is something that I replaced in the final copy, and open to hearing the solution. Either way, interesting to see here for one of contractors, right? It's pretty specific, and it's a decent copy. It doesn't seem that AI generated, I guess, but yeah, this got a ton of positive replies, a ton of leads. Right now, the sales team is pretty much focusing on these opportunities, because they were like, these leads are way more warm than the other ones. Than the other ones that they have right now. So they run ads as well, related campaigns and all that. This is just the first campaign that we launched. We launched Outlook that didn't land, but this is the first campaign that we launched that actually landed in that box, right? So we did show 1,000 prospects now, and got 22 positive responses. So usually there's one more step that I do, which I didn't do it here, but usually I will. The next campaign that I'll probably do it, which is scoring one more time inside Clay, running Clayagent to find out whether the company is operating in the common contracting space or not. I just want to confirm once to make sure we aren't reaching out to anyone that we shouldn't be reaching out to, right? But yeah, that's just one thing. And yeah, so then we have to shoot a smart lead, basically. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So if you found this helpful, let me know, drop a comment if you have any questions, or you can just reach out to me via LinkedIn.